Hey everyone, just want to do a really quick video explaining what's Chia coin. Been hearing that a lot. We've been doing a lot of testing, and of course I've been researching, going to Google, going to YouTube, trying to understand a little bit more how this coin works and how can I invest in this coin and how can I even mine. And one of the things that it was really hard for me to understand and get a grasp on is someone to explain me like in layman terms, like if I didn't know anything about technology, what actually is Chia coin and why it's making the news, why they're saying that you need to have like a lot of hard drives, and why they're saying that it's totally different from Bitcoin. So I want to make this quick video to lower down all that technology. Basically, we're not gonna even look at my screen or anything. And I'm gonna give you an example, kind of to explain a little bit more what the Chia coin concept is behind. Of course, I'm gonna do a lot of assumptions, and some of those assumptions are going to be a little bit erroneous from a technical standpoint, but it's just to basically prove a concept. Let me just give you right now what do I mean with that. Right now we know I don't know too much about Celsius, Fahrenheit. I know more about Celsius. So I know that if you are, at zero altitude, that means that at the same level of the sea, and you take a pan and you boil water, that water is going to boil at 100 Celsius. Now I don't know how much that's in Fahrenheit. But if you go to the mountains, let's see, 3,000 feet above sea level, now that same water is not going to boil at 100 Celsius. It's actually going to boil probably at 98 or maybe 96 Celsius. Now, that's the technical aspect of that. When I'm saying that I'm going to be a little bit wrong or incorrectly on purpose when I'm explaining a little bit more what the Chia coin is the same as an analogy of saying that the water boils at 100 degrees because technically speaking, it's not 100% true. Depends on the altitude that you are. Of course, I'm not gonna go into all those details with Chia coin, so that's why I'm gonna simplify a lot of the concepts. And by simplifying those concepts, some of those areas may be a little bit wrong, but again, that's intentional because I know that there's going to be a lot of people that is saying, no, that's not how it works, you're totally wrong, and so on. Again, I'm going to make this video first really quick. I don't want you to spend 30 minutes just watching me and talking for things. And second, I'm gonna explain it without any type of technology terms. I'm probably gonna bring a few terms here and then just so you understand a little bit more when you hear other people talk about the Chia coin. But definitely I'm gonna keep it really simple. So let's get started. Think about Chia coin as basically this, like a lottery ticket. I have this lottery ticket, my son was playing, that's why it's like everywhere. And you buy your lottery ticket, right? And then you wait for whatever the day they are drawing. This one was all time. It was on January 16, 2021. You wait over there and you hope that, you win something from here, right? Depending on how many numbers you have it correctly, you win. Same thing is Chia coin. Chia coin is like almost like you're, let's say, quote unquote, creating these tickets, right? And when the day comes, they're going to draw out a few numbers and they're gonna call the winners. And depending on who have let's say all the numbers, you're gonna be, the winner of more coins or the winner of less coins. So definitely there's a probability of winning, the same thing as the lottery ticket. I believe right now the number of winning calls, if we can call it, is about 4,000 every day. So every day out of all the coins that are being plotted, so plotting a coin means that you're using your computer to create these tickets. So they use some complex algorithm, mathematical equations, and who knows what else is in there to create these tickets. So then all of this goes, let's say, to a pool, and then at the end of the day, they draw, like the machine draws, like 4,000 of those ones and give coins to all those winners. That's how it works. Now, the biggest difference is that, this one was drawn on Saturday, January 16, 2021. It passes, let's say we didn't win, basically it's gone, right? So I cannot use the same ticket for the next drawing because I need to purchase a new ticket. Now, the great thing with the Chia coin is that once you create a ticket, so let me get it back here. So once you create your Chia ticket, it will be worth or let's call it forever. So if you don't win today, that ticket is valid for tomorrow. Or if you didn't win tomorrow, it will be valid for next month or maybe next year. And that's what it's called farming. So now you're collecting all these tickets that you're creating, and you are now farming and waiting for, let's say, the correct ticket. Now there's a few probabilities where they're saying, okay, depending on how many plots you have farming, there is a probability that you can get one coin every 2 months, for example. And right now I just created some assumptions. I'm going to create another video going a little bit more on the calculation on how much is the expectation. Of course, all of that is statistically speaking as the network grows, right? So for example, I was talking that 4,000 of those tickets are being drawn every day. Now, let's say every day they're only created 4,000, right? Most likely everyone have like a probability that they will get one every day. Now, what happens if that pool of people, now there's more and more coming, and now you have 8,000, and then you have like 1,000,000 of those people, right? 1,000,000 tickets created. So as you can see, as the network grows, probability of getting a ticket lowers down at the same time. So that's why it's really hard to tell right now, oh, if you have, for example, 100 plots or 100 tickets, this is how much you will expect to get every month or every 6 months, depending on the probability, because all of these are always changing. But we're gonna use some, some calculators that are out there to do all of that stuff. So definitely that's gonna be in another video. This one is explaining a little bit more what the Chia coin is. Now, how do you create these tickets, right? That's where you use your computer, and to make it very simple, you need two different hard drives. Let's say the hard drive that is creating these tickets and the hard drive that you are storing these tickets. And that's what basically the entire concept is. It's basically the more tickets that you create and store that can be drawn at some point in the future, the higher your chances are that your ticket will be selected and you will gain and get a coin. And depending on when you're watching this video, the coin may worth different values. I think when they just launched it a few days ago, it topped almost to $1,900 for one coin. It later on collapsed all the way to almost 500 and something per coin. I saw it this morning, it was a little bit over $1,000. Definitely a lot of fluctuations over there. So, that's another consideration that you have to think about it. I will have another video again to talk a little bit more about how can you use your computer to start creating plots. And of course, when you start creating plots, you have the opportunity to be selected. Could be a month, could be a year. That's the hard part. So definitely keep and watch my other videos where I go a little bit more in deeper on how to make sure that you are using your systems in the best that you can. You don't have to buy something expensive. Of course, if you want and you want to do more plots and everything, you're more than welcome. But let's see what you have currently at home, how you can use it, and start making some plots as well. With that, we'll see you on the next video.